Hello loves, it's Saturday and I'm hoping to do this as like a little bit of a weekend vlog, but mostly it is a themed vlog. So you will have seen from the title of this vlog even, that I am going to be reading all of the Saga series up to date, because Saga Volume 10 came in just a couple of days ago. I don't know specifically when it came in because I've been at Andy's since Wednesday and I only got back this morning. So I have decided to reread them all because it's been a hot minute since I've read them. Let's double check Goodreads and see when the first time I read Saga Volume 1 was, and then when I read Saga Volume 9. I don't know if it was last year or before then, but okay, Saga Volume 1 I read February 11th 2019, so that was a while ago. And then Saga Volume 9, I can't remember exactly, oopsie, what happened. So December 4th 2019, that's my birthday. That was my 30th birthday as well. Why was I reading on my 30th birthday? I had a party. So yeah, December 4th 2019. So it's been a hot minute since I have read these, and therefore it's been a hot minute since I remembered what happened last in Saga Volume 9. So that's Volume 9. So I have decided to give these a reread. And you're going to come with me on the journey. I'm going to do my best not to spoil anything too much. But basically, Saga is a sci-fi fantasy series following these two main characters who are of different species, and their species are at war. And they are in love and they've had a baby. So they essentially have, you know, the different sides are trying to bring them down. On the back it says, Saga is the sweeping tale of one young family fighting to find their place in the universe. When two soldiers from opposite sides of a never-ending galactic war fall in love, they risk everything to bring a fragile new life into a dangerous old world. Fantasy and sci-fi fiction are wed like never before in the first volume of this sexy, subversive, ongoing epic. It is very kind of like rude, smutty. It is very adventurous, very sci-fi-esque, very fantasy-esque, but I absolutely love it. So I'm really excited to give it a reread, because I remember a general gist, but I honestly can't remember everything that happens, and I would really like to know. So yeah, I'm very excited. So we're gonna dive straight in with Volume 1. I'm hoping I can do this over the course of this weekend, but it is a pretty busy weekend. Within the next few minutes we do have the Halloween drop on Daisy and B, and I will have to be packing those up over this weekend. I've got some editing to do this weekend as well, so we'll see how much I actually manage to get done of this, but I would like to get this filmed and edited and uploaded for you by next week, so we'll see what happens. But Volume 1, let's go. one down, I didn't forget what happened in this, but it's just nice to be reminded of everything that happened. I forgot what happened at the end. I forgot about one of the characters and what happens to them partway through this. I thought they were in it for a little bit longer. But I also forgot about one of the other characters as well, Isabel, who I'm just going to briefly mention, but not in any specific context. But I forgot about Isabel as well. So yeah, I'm having a good time with this one. Also Lion Cat as well, which was the kitty, but barely a kitty, which was the cat that I showed briefly in some B-roll. Lion Cat. A cat that can tell when you're lying. This is very, I don't know whether to say smutty or pornographic, in a very bizarre way because they're aliens. Just very briefly. They're of different species anyway. But yeah, it is a very odd one. There is like a spider-like character called Stork. There are characters with TVs, almost like 4 heads. But yeah, I really enjoy this so much. I gave it 5 stars the first time I read it, and it's probably going to get 5 stars for this round as well. I just really enjoy this series. So I've dived straight into volume 2, and I am up to chapter 8, well, which is the first, I've finished the first chapter in this volume, but chapter 8 overall, so I am gonna carry on with it. But yeah, Marco's parents have now turned up, so that's where we're up to. Marco and Elena, and the baby is Hazel. So his parents have just turned up, and obviously they're pissed because of the war that's going on with these two, and they've both had, you know, like her parents were killed in the war that their people had on them, and then some of his family have been killed in the war that their people started. So it's a lot of to and fro in, but they're in love, they want to be together, but Marco's parents have just turned up and they're now finding out what the fuck is going on. So intriguing, and I'm excited to continue and see where we go to next. But yeah, enjoying my reread. I am hoping that I can get through all of these. I'm kind of aiming for, if I can finish 5 of them tonight, and then I've just got 5 tomorrow, like half tonight and half tomorrow. It's only 5:30 now, but I haven't eaten anything yet, so I'm aiming to finish this one before I eat something. It's taken me about an hour to get through volume 1, but I also was ridiculously distracted because the shop went live as well at the same time, so it might be less time for this one, but also now I've stopped to update you on this, so we'll see. But I am aiming to get through this one before I stop and make some food. I am getting a bit hungry, so that's where I'm up to, volume 2. Okay, quick update. I've just finished filming my Weekend Ween TBR. But I have finished another 3 volumes of Saga. So I have read volume 3, volume 4 and volume 5. I don't see the point in updating you at the end of all of these because I'm not doing this as a spoiler vlog, and I have read them before, so it will just get to a point where I keep saying, I enjoyed this. This is the rating I gave it last time. This is the rating I'm giving it this time. So I have decided not to do that. But I did give Saga Volume 3 4 stars. I gave Saga Volume 4 5 stars and Saga Volume 3 4 stars. During this period, it is very bloody and very gory and on the edge of your seat action. Back to back. There are people dying left, right and centre. There are people being shot left, right and centre. There's a kidnapping, there's 2 kidnappings. And you know, our main characters, our couple get split up, and it's just balls to the wall action, literally. I wish I could show you more of what's going on in this graphic novel. I don't want to get well, not banned off YouTube, but demonetized, so I can't. But just know going into this that it's very adult graphic novel. There is sex scenes in here, very explicit. But I'm really enjoying my reread of this. I'm having a good time. So I've just got 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 left. So I've got 5 left. This didn't end up being a weekend thing like I hoped it would. It's now Tuesday. And I'm hoping for this vlog to go up on Thursday. I don't know if that's going to happen. If I can read 5 graphic novels tomorrow, then maybe I can make it work. But I'm at work tomorrow, so maybe not. I've had a horrific migraine all day today. I am feeling better finally, but I slept the majority of this morning. My friend came around to do some more work and I texted him. I was like, I'm gonna have another hour. This was at 9 o'clock this morning. I was like, I've got a migraine, I'm gonna have another hour. I'll, you know, just let yourself in, blah blah blah. He's got a spare key. 1 o'clock, I got up. He came downstairs and he was like, are you feeling better? I was like, a little bit, yeah. And I was like, that hour turned into 4 hours, and he was like, well, you obviously needed it. So it is what it is. So yeah, I've not managed to get any reading done with these today, but I am making some progress. We're up to volume 6 now. So I am going to carry on. I'm excited to find out what volume 10 is going to give us, but if it leaves off on a horrific hangover again, cliffhanger, I think I might have a hangover. I haven't been drinking. I just mean a migraine hangover. Cliffhanger, struggles. I'm really struggling with my words today. Cliffhanger, I will be devastated, especially if they make us wait years and years and years for the next one as well. I hope they don't. Brian, please don't do that to us. Right, I'm gonna go. Just thought I'd give you an update with these, and you know, do with that what you will. Okay, I'm back. I'm here to give you another update. I've read a whole bunch of others now. I have just finished volume 9. I forgot what the fuck happened at the end of this one, so I'm so glad I gave it a reread, because big sad. I will say I did want to come on more than anything and say volume 8, just be wary of going into this one. I mean, there's trigger warnings all the way through this series for like violence and gore and blood and, you know, many sexual scenes and stuff, but trigger warnings in this one for miscarriage and also abortion, so just be wary going into that before you do so. It's dealt with reasonably well, I think. Ironically enough, the conversations that I had in here with regards to abortion are very like prevalent of today, and everything that's gone on with the Roe versus Wade and everything, it's shocking that literally not a damn thing has changed since 2017 when this was published. So, and the fact that it's a very similar situation even in a fantasy world, shocking indeed. But yeah, I've now read volumes 6, 7, 8 and 9, and I am now up to date with where I was and about to start volume 10, and I'm a little bit terrified because of how that volume just ended and I completely forgot. And now I'm really shitting my pants that I'm gonna have to wait another several years before we get the next volume, if there is a next volume. So I haven't looked in the back to see if it says to be continued, but I am really shitting myself just in case it's going to be ages before we get another one, because I'm gonna have to do all this again. But yeah, let's dive in, shall we? Okay, some time has passed. I finished it. This was good. I gave it 5 stars. Where the hell is this story going and how long is it gonna go on for? Brian, the hell? Fiona. I'm really hoping, really hoping that they don't take forever over the next one, because I just don't know how long I can wait. I need it immediately. This entire story takes a complete turn because you start off with the original 2 characters, Alana and Marco. One of them a horn and one of them a wing, and the horns and the wings are at war. So then being together is forbidden, obviously. And we start off with Alana giving birth to their daughter, Hazel. And it just kind of goes from there. We follow them through running for their lives and trying to save Hazel's life. They're being chased down by the robots. They're being chased down by mercenaries. They're being chased down by all kinds of people, as well as their own people, the horns and the wings. And they're just trying to survive. Their family trying to survive, constantly being told that they shouldn't be together. It's wrong, and it's going to send a wrong message to the rest of the people in the world, in space, over the worlds. And yeah, they're just trying to survive, and we follow them picking up different types of people along the way and making their own family and growing this family, and it's just beautiful. By the end of it, you feel like you're a part of their family and you feel every loss in your soul. Like, volume 9 was a fucking killer, like an absolute killer. I totally forgot what happened at the end of volume 9. But yeah, this one was a little bit, volume 9 was kind of like, I don't know if they knew they were going to go on a hiatus for like 4 years or something, I don't know, but volume 9 was almost like the end that wasn't an end. We knew it was going to carry on, but it was such a killer. Like, what happened at the end was such a killer. This is almost like a filler volume again, but we've moved on several years since what happened at the end of volume 9. I think this is like 3 years on. So Hazel's 10 at this point, and I don't know, it's just really good, and it's just got so many good different discussions in it as well. Like, to begin with, the fact that this is forbidden love just because they're 2 different types of people is a discussion in itself. Apparently their child is an abomination because of this, which is shocking in itself. There is a discussion in here between, there's a reporter and a photographer at some point later on in the series who are gay, they're in a relationship, and there is discussion surrounding that as well, because that is illegal. And then discussion surrounding drugs, pregnancy in general, miscarriage, abortions, just all kinds of different discussions going on in here, and I just think it's fantastic. There's so many different things going on, so many different types of people, and it's just so good. There is so much different rep in here as well. There is obviously, I've just mentioned queer rep with the 2 guys, the reporter and the photographer. They are in a relationship. There is also trans rep in here, and I just really enjoy it. It's really good. I need the second one. This is number 10. I need volume 11 immediately. Oh, I had a good time with this. I don't know how this vlog was for you. I got partway through filming it and I was like, is there any point in me doing this, because I'm doing it non-spoilery. I don't want to spoil it for anyone. I just wanted you to come along with me while I was reading these. But then it got to a point where there was no point in me updating you every single volume because there wasn't much to say. So without spoiling anything, so I just kind of updated you on the important bits. So at the end of volume 9, where I'd forgotten entirely what happened, and then went back to volume 8 or 7, I think it was 8, to let you know some trigger warnings in there. But I hope this turns out okay. I had a good time rereading these, and I'm glad I've reread them before I've picked this up, because I would have picked that up and gone, what the fuck happened at the end of volume 9, because I entirely forgot. So I would have been very confused picking that up without having reread the whole series. There was so much stuff that happened that I'd forgotten about, because it had been like 3 years since I've read these. So I'm glad I did this, but I hope that this was fun for you as well. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read this series and if you are up to date with it now. Have you read the last one? Chat to me in the comments down below. Are you in the process of reading it? Are you now keen on potentially picking it up? It's really, really good, and I would recommend it if you're into your fantasy and sci-fi and you're not too fussed about like the adulty side of things, because it is quite, they don't hide anything. They don't hide anything. So yeah, chat to me in the comments down below, and I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.